Hello and welcome everyone. In today's video, we will be discussing about net present value, profitability index, and internal rate of return. The first thing we are discussing is NPV, net present value. It is the difference between the present value of cash inflows and the present value of cash outflows over a period of time. So NPV is used in capital budgeting and investment planning to analyze the profitability of a projected investment or a project. So we have an inbuilt NPV function in Excel, though it only calculates present value of cash inflows and you have to adjust outflows on your own. So if we see this traditional formula of NPV, it is that NPV is equal to present value of cash inflows minus present value of cash outflows. Here, this formula, the inbuilt function that is given in the Excel spreadsheets, this formula calculates present value of cash inflows and you have to subtract cash outflow from it and you will get your NPV. So here it is a question. RS Limited is planning to buy a machine for rupees 1 lakh. So we are incurring this investment now, or we are having this outlay now. So this is the present value of cash outflow of rupees 1 lakh. The CFATs, that is cash flow after taxes from this machine in the next 5 years will be as follows. So we are given the 5 years and the cash flows from them. So these are the future cash flows and we need to convert them into present values in order to get present value of all the cash inflows so that we can subtract present value of cash outflows for them and get our NPV, which is one of the very important indicator of checking the feasibility of the project and deciding whether we should go for a particular project or not. So the question says, using NPV method, give your advice whether the machine should be purchased if the cost of capital, that is our discount rate, is 10%. Discount rate is also known as hurdle rate or cutoff rate. Okay, so this is the question. So let's solve it. So years are given to us, CFATs are given to us, cash outflow, that is 1 lakh is given to us, COC, that is 10% is given to us. Here, we require present value of cash inflows and present value of cash outflows in order to calculate NPV. We already have present value of cash outflow as 1 lakh. So we need to calculate present value of cash inflows. So let's start our question. So in order to do that, in order to calculate NPV, we will start a function here. So I'm zooming it for you. So is equal to NPV. This is the inbuilt function. When you put the bracket, the functions gets activated. So you require rate. So rate is 10%. That is our discount rate. So we give the cell referencing of our discount rate, comma, the values. The values means all your cash, future cash inflows that you want to convert into present cash inflows. So here are there is the range of the inflows we are having. So this function till here won't give us the NPV. It will just give us the present value of cash inflows. And for calculating NPV, we need to subtract, okay, cash outflow from it. But our cash outflow is already given in the negative terms. We have taken negative sign here. So I will add it and take this and enter. So this will give me a percentage. I will convert it into a normal number. So rupees 19145.86 is my NPV. The decision criteria for NPV is that if your NPV is positive, you should go with the project. If your NPV is negative, you should reject the project. And if it's equal, or you can say it is zero, that is your present value of cash inflows is equal to your present value of cash outflow, then you are indifferent and that your decision might be depending upon other factors. So this is how NPV is calculated. I hope you understood it. Now, another technique that is known as PI is a profitability index. So profitability, like this NPV is an absolute measure, NPI is the relative measure. So profitability index is a measure of projects or investments attractiveness. The PI is calculated by dividing the present value of future expected cash flows by the initial investment amount of the project. So here the formula becomes, so when we need to calculate PI, so PI is equal to present value of cash inflows divided by present value of cash outflows. And the decision criteria is that if your PI is greater than 1, you will go with the project. That is, you will accept the project. If PI is less than 1, you will reject the project because it won't be feasible and profitable to invest in that project. And if PI is equal to 1, then again you are indifferent because this makes your present value of cash inflows equal to your present value of cash outflows. So how can we calculate it here? So you just need to calculate it like this. So this is the formula. I will just make it bold for you. And here we can apply so there is no inbuilt function of PI. So we need to calculate it individually. So we know that in order to calculate present value of cash inflows, we can easily use NPV function. So we have the rate also, and we have the CFATs also. So till this function will give us the present value of cash inflows, we need to divide it by 1 lakh. So you can directly write 1 lakh, or if you take the self-referencing, this is in negative. So we can't take it as negative. So we can have an absolute function, that is the function to make the number free of any signs. Okay, so I am taking this, close the bracket and enter. This will give you PI as this. So if you don't want to use the absolute function, you can also write it as NPV, the rate, all the CFATs, close the bracket and divide it by 1 lakh. You can write that manually and you will get the same answer. Okay, so this is 1.19, which is greater than 1. So you can accept the project. So based on both NPV and PI, we're getting the same results, that we should go, RS Limited should go with this project as NPV is positive and PI is greater than 1. The next technique that is very important in case of capital budgeting decisions is the internal rate of return, that is IRR. Now, internal rate of return is the annual rate of growth that an investment is expected to generate. IRR is calculated using the same concept as NPV, except it sets NPV equal to 0. It is that rate where our present value of cash inflows are equal to our present value of cash outflows, or we can say our NPV is 0 or our PI is 1. So in order to calculate IRR, we have an inbuilt function in Excel spreadsheets, and it is very easy to calculate. Just you need to write your figures like this. So in place of year and CFAT, you will be writing your these years, and you will include 0 year also. That is your initial period also, where you are incurring an investment of 1 lakh. So you will write your data like this and not 1 lakh individually. And in order to calculate IRR, it is very simple, is equal to IRR. Activate the function, it asks you the values. Now values, in this values, it is not specified whether outflow, inflow. So you will take all the values here. Okay. And you will close the bracket. That's it. Enter and you will get IRR of 17%. Here, if you see the function closely, IRR, there are values and also a guess. So even if I guess that, because IRR is based on trial and error method, so even if I take, for example, 15% as a guess here, then also it will give me the same answer, that is 17%. So my IRR is 17%. That is a rate where my NPV is 0, or my present value of cash inflows are equal to my present value of cash outflows. I hope this video was useful. Thank you so much for watching.